Are recording. All right, guys, welcome to the call. I'm so glad you guys got to jump on here really quick. The reason we decided to do this is I have a lot of conversations with people like on the daily when I'm talking about what we have to offer here, but let's be real. You probably have like 10 other people in your inbox talking to you about what they have to offer, and it's probably product based. And sometimes that can be really confusing for people. So I was like, why don't we do these calls all the time for coaching anyways? Why don't we just like get real with people and like show them what they get access to and what they're going to be able to be doing? Because words don't really mean anything, right? We all want to know what something looks like. And I know that when I first because I got approached by Beachbody coaches for a long time, and I was like, if you don't stop trying to get me eating out of them colored containers, I swear to God, I'm going to block you. I literally made a post on Facebook about that once a long time ago, but now I have tried and I'm a believer. So we're just going to get started with like me and Eden a little bit. And the reason why we do it like this is so that I can actually share my screen on my computer with you so you can see things. So I'm going to do that really quickly. And I'm basically just going to put my before and my most recent before and afters on the screen and Eden's while we introduce ourselves a little bit. So Eden, can you see my screen?
I can.
Cool. All right, I'm going to open this up. So this is my most recent before and after. Not my most recent because I haven't taken another one, but this is basically what I look like. So, yeah, if you followed me for a while, you kind of know my story. I'm not going to go like into full detail about everything, but I've lost over 20 pounds. I wasn't huge by any means before, but let's be real. Like when you're uncomfortable in your skin, you're uncomfortable in your skin. And that's all that really matters is how you feel in your skin. This is creeping me out. Can you see everything? I can't see. Hold on. Sorry. It's because I have this big. I have to be able to like see my face in the corner so I can see myself talking. Otherwise I get weird.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, all right. So I moved out to Central Oregon like 3 years ago, and I like worked at a bakery. I ended up gaining like 30 pounds because I grew up on Adderall. Like I've always taken it for my ADHD. So basically I stayed skinny, but I've never really been healthy. I never knew what optimal wellness actually meant. And like working out, I just thought basically I wasn't supposed to like barely eat anything and I could go work out and stay skinny. And like that was my thought process behind things, which is total shit now because I eat more food now than I've ever eaten before, and I'm way smaller than I was. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is just going to be a quick intro part about it, and I'm going to switch over to Eden and let her tell you. This is her most recent before and after that she sent me recently.
Yeah, so my name's Eden, and I'm Kelly's business partner. We run our wellness group together. And, you know, my whole life since the age of like 13 to 29, I'm 29 now, I steadily gained weight. So in that photo, I was 28, and I just found out I was pregnant. And so that's really just me, you know, when you first find out you're pregnant. But I was 197 pounds, and I was not digging myself. And, you know, my whole life I just steadily gained weight, and I was lost, and I didn't know what to do. And I tried going to gyms, and I tried many things. And I would tell my friends and family that I was going to do this, that I was going to like invest in my health and fitness, and it would be a month and I'd just give up. And so the biggest difference for me this time around, it's not necessarily the want or the drive to do it, but it was surrounding myself in a community that kept me consistent and motivated and accountable. Because without that, it would have been like every other time where I told my friends and family, hey, I want to invest in my health and my fitness. And, you know, in that moment of, I mean, I don't really want to use weakness, but in that moment of doubt where anybody else who's not on the same journey with you would tell you like, hey, it's okay. You worked really hard. Go ahead and do X, Y, Z. And then it'd probably turn into this whole momentum, and I would just give up. So that's where I started at 197 pounds. I've currently lost over 30, like 33 pounds in that photo, just from home and working on myself and with a community. And that's the most important part. So I am a mom of 2 as well. I think that's important to note. So I've had 2 babies, and yeah, so that's a little bit about me and where I started and how I got ready. And I'm unlike Kelly, and I knew nothing about this, like ever. No one's ever approached me or anything like that. And I actually started following somebody, my coach, and was like, whoa, what is she doing? And that's how I got in. I was intrigued. So I just think that's also an important point, because a lot of people don't know what this is, which is why this call is here. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. And I know that another thing we really wanted to mention was, and it's really important that anybody on the call, like as we are talking, drop your questions in the question box while we're talking, because at the end we're going to answer them, and then you can ask more questions. But even if you just have like anything, just drop it in, and at the end we'll cover it as we're talking. Just
and
FYI.
if you guys can't see your chat box, I can share screen and show you, or at the very end you can just unmute yourself and ask. But let me just share my screen to my phone and show. No, I'm not going to do that, because then I have to like log into the call from my phone, and it gets weird and it makes like all kinds of echoey noises. But at the bottom you should see a little bar that says like members or something like that, and then like you click on that and it shows the chat, and you can click there, or you can write your questions down and just ask them at the end. Yeah, so basically one thing I want to touch on after Eden just talked about that is the amount of shit that there is in the market that is so oversaturated with, oh my God, look at me, do this, you lose weight, do this. And I want to like point this out, because I want you to think about the last thing that you actually tried. What is the last thing that you did personally in order to feel better about yourself? Was it focused on just like your weight? Was it focused on the way you looked? Were you comparing yourself to a previous version of yourself? Was it, I just want to be healthier in general. I want a different way to do my workouts. I want to be able to do them from home, because I don't have time to go to the fucking gym every day and fit another person's schedule into my life, because that was kind of how it was for me. So let me pull this up really quickly.
We're going to have you guys kind of brainstorm for a minute on yourself.
Yeah, I really want to ask you guys some questions. This is kind of like, if you've been in this conversation with me before, this is kind of the process that I go through with people, because let's be real, we're starting with you. This is about you. This is not about me. This is not about me making a paycheck. This is not about me getting you to sign up or like buy into whatever it is I'm doing. It's about you. And if it ends up not being something that you're interested in doing, that's totally okay. You walk away with more knowledge on how to better treat yourself and what you can do, or if something's going to work for you or not. So I usually always start out by asking people questions. I want them to think about the last thing they tried and why it didn't work out for them. And I'll use myself as an example. When I first started, the last thing I had tried was I was going to Pure Barre all the time. I was going to hot yoga. I would go to the gym. I'd spend about 15 minutes there and be like completely overwhelmed, not knowing what to do. And it was just weird. And I was like, I do like 20 reps of like some leg lifts and some like those little things where you like bend over and you're like pulling your foot into your butt. I would do those. And sorry, I didn't have it on active speaker for some reason. But I would do all those things, and I would try these juice cleanses, and I'd be like, I'm going to spend $200 on this like 3-day juice cleanse. I thought finding one for $99 was a fucking deal. And I would do it. There's a place locally here in town that I would go to and get all these 3-day juice cleanses and be like, basically, if I don't eat real food and I just drink a juice, I'm going to feel so much better, right? And then there's the whole keto thing. Let's go drink some man-made things, Kelly, that's going to trick your body into believing that it's in a state that diabetics go into that burns fat and it's just this whole thing. It's crazy. The kind of things that we will attempt to do to feel better about ourselves. So that's one of the things I want you to think about. The last thing that you actually tried, whether you're here because of your mindset, the way you look. If it's your mindset, then think about what is the last thing that you actually did that was good for yourself. Think about what self-care actually means to you. Think about what kind of stuff you like. Do you like weights or do you like cardio? Think about your coordination, because like a lot of people who don't like weights, what's the point in going to the gym? Because the only thing you're going to do at the gym is get on the treadmill or on the elliptical. That's really the only cardio session thing they have there, unless they have classes. If they have classes are awesome. The only downside of classes at a gym is you have to fit inside of their scheduled class time. And if something comes up, you can't make it. Like I would only make it to Pure Barre like twice a week because I couldn't get out of work in time to get there because it was at 5:30. And I was like, who the fuck has time to go to these classes? Like soccer moms? Like all these rich ladies in the neighborhood that don't go to work all day long. It's like, I don't understand. But basically, in thinking about like how active you are now and like if you have any limitations or anything like that. So just keep that in the back of your mind, because when I give you an inside look into all of the different programs, I want you to have that in your head. I want you to know, okay, what kind of things do I like? What kind of things don't I like? Because I'm going to show you such a variety of stuff that you're going to be like, oh my God, there's so many things. And now I'm going to let Eden talk to you a little bit about like the health portion. So you can kind of like in the back of your head be thinking about all of the different health and all the different options like that.
Right. And this again pertains to like when we show you a lot of the health stuff you're going to get out of this. So something that you really need to ask yourself is, how is your energy level? Is that a factor in why you're here? You know, are you overeating? Are you having some nighttime binging? Are you trying, this is a really good one. Are you trying to eat like someone else? Like you're trying to model yourself to eat like someone else instead of learning what's best for your body? Because what's best for Kelly's body sometimes is not best for my body. And what does clean eating mean to you? What does healthy eating really mean to you? Because I feel like a lot of people get into their head about what it actually is, and they scare themselves like it's this huge, scary thing. And I think those are all very important questions for you to actually ponder as you're looking at all of this, because before I ever, you know, like I've tried many, many times, I thought healthy eating was like just eating vegetables all day. Like, you know, people have different mindsets about things. And so it's really good to kind of clarify what these things mean to you and what you're like, actually, are you modeling yourself to eat like somebody else? Or are you finding out what's good for your body per se? So those are all like questions to kind of ponder and think about as we're showing you everything, because honestly, I was an overeater. I ate carbs, I ate cheese, and I ate sugar all day. I woke up and I would feel my best and I would bloat until my clothes were so tight by the end of the day, and I felt miserable. And I thought my portions were cool. So, you know, it's just one of those things where these questions kind of help you identify things about yourself that maybe it takes a minute for you to realize. And then let's see, the next thing we're going to go into is Kelly's going to actually show you about the workouts and stuff like that. So I'm going to let her take it off and we're going to dive into that so you guys can see everything.
Right. So I do want to touch on what she just said really quick. I had to run out and grab my charger, but my idea of being healthy was not eating. Like, I just wouldn't eat until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I didn't have time, and I kept making excuses. And that's the thing that you get with this. There's no shortage of information. So I'm going to jump in and share my screen. So basically what I'm about to show you is when you sign up, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what you get, because it's important as I go to show all of this stuff to you. You get access to BOD, which is essentially the workout app, right? You can access this from a website, and you can plug your computer into your TV. You can do it through Apple TV. You can download the app on your iPad, on your iPhone, whatever. I'll show you what both of them look like. And you get access to that. You get a 30-day supply of the superfoods, which Eden's going to tell you. Not everybody continues with that, but it's okay. Either way, whatever. It comes with it in the beginning. 30 days, you're basically getting a kickoff to your nutrition. You're going to get access to all of the portion plans, all of the eating plans, all of the calendars, everything. So now I'm going to take you in and show you. Let's see. So, Beachbody On Demand. Can you see this, Eden?
Yes, I can.
All right. So, whenever I tell people this looks like Netflix, it literally looks like Netflix. So these are all of the different programs that you're going to get access to. So if you signed up tomorrow, you would get access to all of these programs, plus all of the programs that Beachbody comes out. You see how this says new? So all the programs that Beachbody comes out with within a full year, you're going to get access. So say something comes out in August, you're going to get access to it. So your access to this is a 1-year subscription, essentially, and it's $99 a year after your first year. So it's cheaper than Netflix. Netflix is like $14 fucking a month now, which is ridiculous.
They just upped it.
I need to quit cursing. Mary, your kids are probably around. Let's see. So these are all the programs. Some of them you'll recognize. I'm going to scroll through really quick and show you. Let's start down here. P90X. This is where Beachbody started, dude. Like, you get access to every single one of the P90X programs. Hammer, chisel. See, when people think about Beachbody, I always tell them, this is what you think about right here. People think about Beachbody and they start thinking about all these old school programs like these right here that you used to see on the TV and on the infomercials. But it has progressed so much, and that's what I thought of when people would approach me about it. I was like, I don't really need to do that, you guys. But now when I look at it, like all these super trainers, like Insanity, I've done Insanity. You have Insanity Asylum, so that you have all of these cardio programs here, and you have these. I have some people who just want to do butt lift programs, and I'm like, that's weird, but you know, there's so many other options. You can do whatever you want, honestly. There's all the P90X. I'm going to click into a couple of these. I'm going to look at my notes really quick that Eden posted.
No, you're fine. There's something else I want to mention is that there's no lack on like anybody in, like if you're a family, there's things that you can do with your babies. There's things you can do with your family members, like kids and family. There is so much in here. It's like when we talk about that there's like 700 plus workouts, it's no joke.
Yeah, so you're just looking at the programs right now. So I want to point that out. We're going to go into one of these and I'm going to show you what it is. So say, I'm not going to do P90X. I'm going to start with 21 Day Fix because this is one that when somebody comes to me and they're just starting to get back into working out, this is like the base program where the food, nutrition, and everything. It's 21 days. And I always tell people, you can dedicate 21 days to anything. So we're going to click on the program. Boom. These are all the workouts for that program. So you see how like there's like 30-minute work. This is all like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours worth of content in this one program. So when she says there's 700 plus workouts, there really is. So like what you're going to do, so then you have the program materials right here. If I were to start somebody on 21 Day Fix, in their welcome email, I tell them go to the program materials for the program we talked about. And you have your workout calendar, you have a food list, you have an eating plan, you have a vegan version of the eating plan. You have all sorts of things. There's frequently asked questions. There's Spotify playlists that they recommend for you. So let's just go to the workout calendar. This one's going to be very basic because it is a 3-week program, and it is going to show you that all of your workouts are going to be the same for the first 3 weeks because this is like an intro to get your body back used to doing things. This program is more like lunges, squats. You're going to do like basic cardio like jumping jacks. You're going to use some bands. Some of these do require equipment. There are some like T25, which I'll show you next, that don't require any equipment. The food list. Basically, Eden's going to talk to you about the portion control in a minute, but I just wanted to click on this and show you. Every single one of the programs is based around this. When I first got approached about the colored containers, I was like, I didn't even open mine for the first 2 weeks that I got them. When I started, I didn't get very much results. When I started using this, dude, belly fat gone, like almost within like 2.5 weeks. All my bloat went away because I was eating processed shit all the time. And like this food was so good. Everybody always talks about how good my food looks on Instagram or on Facebook. And I'm like, dude, I literally just like pick a green container and I just throw a bunch of stuff on top of it and it tastes awesome. So, I mean, this is basically, we tell people in the beginning, print this out, highlight your favorite foods. Eden's going to show you an example of this in a minute. So I'm going to jump back to the workouts really quick. She's going to show you the eating plan as well. So I'm just going to stick to the workouts right now. So let's go back here and let me show you one of my favorites. Like this is my go-to. Right now, we're currently doing the 80-day obsession, which is you're using bands. But I'm going to show you that one. I'm going to go to T25. Let's go here. There's so much. I get so excited. So I apologize. All right, T25 is one of my favorites because it comes in an alpha for beginners, a beta for people who are sort of intermediate, and then you have gamma, which is like for people, like it uses weights. So I'm going to show you the difference. So you click on program materials. You have your foundation calendar. My other half, I took his before photos the other day, and he's doing like the gamma one. I'll show you in a second. But literally, they make everything for you. It's so easy. You literally print this out, and you come to it each day, and you know what workout you're doing on what day. If you're a type A person and you want to write everything down, you can print this out, and you can like mark off and like watch your progress on these and write your weight. I don't do all that. I just do the workouts. I just show up. I'm there. I'm doing it. I'm making moves, and that's all that matters to me. But some people like to do this. It's fun. I need to do it. It'd be cool. All right, so, and it comes with its own nutrition guide. I always recommend that anybody who's working with me stick to the basic portion control before they like venture off and try all the different kinds that are in here, because it's important to not jump around with your nutrition and to kind of get a basic clean eating down first. And then you can experiment. Some people in our group do intermittent fasting. Some of them do high fat, low carb. Some of them, like, you do whatever you want to do, but just understand clean eating and understand the basics first and what it's going to do for your body. So yeah, is there any, I'm going to show you the 80-day obsession that we're doing really quick. So this kind of will give you an idea of what happens when Beachbody comes out with a new program. So 80-day obsession just came out. They came out with a little obsessed before to kind of like gear up into this, so people got used to using the bands and they understood that the bands were going to roll up on them sometime. But what's cool about 80-day obsession is this is a program that they film from start to finish. So they're always on the cutting edge of everything. This is not just like a program that was filmed and you're watching the same damn workout video every single time. We actually get to go through this, and you see how you have like phase 1, days 1 through 26, phase 2 here. They're only releasing the weeks as they come out. So everybody is doing them together across like 400,000 coaches across the network get released or get access to these at the same time. So,
and I think, Kelly, hold on. And I think it's really important. You see where it says that there's a release and stretch and stuff like that. They also have videos that you're like, what do I do with a foam roller?
Oh yeah, this one right here. I'll just click on this and show you guys the video for the roll and release. I never knew how to use a foam roller. And I never used one because I thought it hurt.
Hey, happy Sunday. Welcome to your rest day. Why am I showing up in your living room on rest day? Well, because you worked really hard this week, and I know we're all really sore. That is normal after week 1. So I want to give you a little bit of a treat. Today is called roll and release. I'm just going to show you how to use a foam roller to release all of your muscles. It's going to keep your body feeling loose, feeling really good while you have your recovery day. You can
All right, so I'm going to skip through and just show you like a little bit of what she's doing, because they do the warm-up and they teach you why it's important to do the warm-up even before you do your foam rolling. All right, come on. All right.
As painful as it is, hold on it. That's the spot that needs to be released. It's a trigger point. So you can make it a smaller little roll on that spot, or you can just sit and hold on it. Feels good. It's a hurt so good. And
all right, so you kind of get the point there. So you have all of these different things. And then like this right here, it tells you, if you click details, it tells you exactly what equipment you need for everything. And if you need equipment, then you can get it really cheap, or you can order it through Beachbody. I don't really care what you do. I don't do this because I want to sell you all the Beachbody things. I do it because I want people to feel good about themselves, and because it changed my fucking life. And I want to, sorry, I cussed again. I want to help change people's lives. So, and that's the cool thing. So I know next time they have a workout program that's released, all of you will be able to have access to it as soon as it's released. And it tells you, there's like overviews. Like you can even get like an overview in the beginning of what you're going to be doing. 80 days, 30 to 60 minutes, slim and tone, lift your butt, sculpt your core. Like they have stuff for everything, guys. They have stuff that doesn't require equipment. It's all cardio based. They have the P90X. I'll show you this P90X, Mary, because I mentioned before to Mary that her husband, if he ever wanted to use it, if she signed up, that he could do something like this. Like Ryan loves the P90X. Even though I can't stand Tony Horton, he drives me crazy when I try to do his workouts. But he changes, he's freaking awesome, like what his workouts do. But yeah, like you get access to all of these. P90X, P90X Plus, and then you get all of these extra workouts right here. It's insane what all they give you. You literally are set up, you can't fail. So yeah, Eden, I think you.
I want to touch base on something before I take it over the food person. Another thing that's really awesome is you can download some of these workouts. So say like you're gonna go camping.
Yeah.
Workouts. There's like no, like I think something that me and Kelly both love is like, you know, this adapts to your life. This isn't going to a class. This isn't making another trip out of your day. This is adapting to you and when you can fit your movement in versus the other way around, which is what I personally struggled with before I started all of this. Mom of 2, driving, just another step. So I'm going to talk to you about Shakeology and portion control and stuff like that. So
Before you do that really quick, I'm going to do a quick screen share of my phone just so you guys can see what the app looks like, because I said I would do that. And I had some people who actually travel the country who are interested in seeing that. So let me switch to this and let me know if you can see my phone. See my phone screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So Beachbody On Demand has its own app. I don't need to rate you right now. All right, so here it shows you my most recently watched, and you just log in and you can watch these from your phone wherever. And say I wanted that tomorrow, I know I'm gonna be somewhere without cell phone service. Do you see these little buttons on the side that have the little box with the arrow pointing down? I can just tap that button and it's gonna download it to my phone. I don't have, will allow cellular download. So now it's gonna download that and put, you see the same little icon down here in the bottom? It's gonna place it in here so that I can use this and do the workout without Wi-Fi. It's downloaded, it doesn't take up space on your phone, it's just in the thing, and you have an unlimited amount of downloads. They used to only make it where you could have like 5 at a time, but they just recently changed it, so you have unlimited. I have a coach who lives in Belgium who can't get access to the workout sometimes, so she goes and finds Wi-Fi and downloads all of her workouts for an entire program and then just does them that way. So, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick.
Yeah, I mean, like, part of this is like, it gives you no way out with your commitment to your health and fitness when you make that decision. And I think that's really important. So I want to talk to you guys about this bad boy. This is Shakeology. So I know a lot of people like hear us talk about our daily superfoods and us getting our superfoods in and like how it's changed our life. But like, what is it? What is Shakeology? This is the vegan. I don't have, it comes in vegan and whey, just so you guys know. And when you sign up, you get a pack, vegan or whey, and I'm going to tell you the flavors, and you also get a cup. So like, I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, then I got to go buy a shaker bottle to like do all this. No, you don't. It comes with it. So I just wanted to show you guys that as well. But what is Shakeology? It is all natural, no chemicals, no fillers, no artificial sweeteners, and it is a nutritional supplement. It is not a protein shake. And that is something that I feel like a lot of people are like, why do I need a different protein shake? Well, this isn't a protein shake. Yes, it has protein in it, and yes, you can use it as a meal replacement if you want to, but this is about making your body like go and operate at 100%, giving it its optimal wellness in like a supplement. So that's what this is. And I'm going to go into depth about everything that's in here because it's packed full of superfoods. I know you guys, it's a little shiny, but it's packed full of superfoods. But before I go there, I just want you guys to know there's vegan and non-vegan flavors. In the vegan flavors, there's vanilla, cafe latte, chocolate, and tropical strawberry. And then in the whey version, there's green berry, cafe latte, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. So you have your different flavors. And, you know, I usually pretty much everybody starts off like with my people on vegan. And then if you notice you have a lot of gas, then that's when the whey, like you're belching a lot and stuff after you drink it. That's when the whey, maybe this is again a learning experience that your body maybe processes whey better. And that's like when they switch or if they're not. Another thing that I want you guys to know is like when you sign up, if you get a flavor, like say you get this and you're like, you try the vanilla and you're like, nah, I really wish I would have got chocolate or something else, you can exchange it. I did that. That was like, I remember I got the whey chocolate and I was like, oh, I'm not really in love with this and I want to give it like my full try. And I exchanged it for the vegan vanilla. So I just wanted to show you guys that, but I'm going to tell you about what is exactly in there because it's super important. So it is a nutritional supplement, and I'm going to, like, I have a little list of everything because I don't want to leave anything out, but it provides you with 27 essential micronutrients. So what are micronutrients? Those are your vitamins and minerals. And it has prebiotics and probiotics, which are your microorganisms that boost your helpful and good bacteria in your body. All about that gut health. You have your antioxidants, your amino acids, acids, your digestive enzymes, your adaptogens, which are natural substances that help adapt to stress and exert a normalizing effect. So it helps with your stress even, and it gives you natural energy, reduces your cravings, and it optimizes your gut health. So this is designed to deliver the nutrients that your body needs to get your body operating at 100%. That's what Shakeology is. It's not just another protein powder. And like, it's one of those things where like you pay for like what you get. And this is definitely like a high quality supplement. But if you're somebody like me and you take different vitamins and minerals and stuff like that, it all adds up. Like at one point for like my body, I was taking biotin, I was taking vitamin C, I was taking like, I don't know, it was something like 8 supplements every day, prebiotics, probiotics. This was before I started. I mean, that all added up. You know, it's just the same thing, except here you got it and it tastes good and it's in a powder form, and you can do all kinds of stuff like this. It's not even just shakes. You can make it into protein balls. You can make it into like ice cream. Yeah.
You can make it into cake. You can make it into mud cake.
You can put it in your coffee. Like me and Kelly went to San Francisco and we had this with us, and we were like, we don't have a blender. What are we gonna do? And we got like, what was it? A latte? It was something from
coconut milk. Like, you just go and you ask for iced latte, but with coconut milk. So it's basically just coffee and coconut milk, and you just mix it up in there, and it tastes like a vanilla milkshake.
You're getting all your daily dense nutrition in, which is super important in your diet. But the most important thing is that this fills your gap. So it goes back to almost like you're a child, and did you really eat your veggies all day? Because a lot of people struggle with cravings because they're not reaching their optimal nutritional health in a day. And this helps you do that. And when I gave up sugar and I gave up carbs and I gave up cheese, it was a learning experience, and this helped me through it. Because when you make big diet changes in your life, you need stuff like this to get you through it sometimes. So you get that when you sign up, which I think is really, really important. Now I'm going to show you the portion control containers, which I think are, they're like full.
About the Shakeology really quick. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
I just wanted to say one thing about the Shakeology really quick, because when I first signed up, my coach I was like, fine, I'll do the shakes. Like, I had never tried shakes before. I know like shakes are like a big thing on the market these days, like Thrive, and what else is it people tell me they use? Like, they have the keto shake and they have all these different kinds of things, like protein shakes. And I'm like, it's not a protein shake. Like, it is about biodiversity. If you don't know what the word biodiversity means, when we get off this call, I want you to go look up, because your body needs certain nutrients. And one of the things I tell people all the time is your body can only absorb so much at one time. So if you're eating one large salad for dinner, your body is only absorbing a certain percentage of what that has to offer you, because it can only take in so much at one time. That's why they say when you take vitamins, you're basically pooping most of it out, because your body, like taking 12,000 milligrams of vitamin C doesn't really give you 12,000 milligrams of vitamin C. You're pooping most of that out. And that's what's so important is I know without a doubt that if I had a treat one day and I still got that and I still drank that shake, I did something good for myself. I did at least one good thing. If I ate like crap all day, but I still got that in, I know I gave my body a bunch of really good things, and it tastes great. It's meant to be blended, and there's no way that you can't find a way that it's going to taste good for you. And if you don't like it, just don't order it again. You're going to get 30-day supply of it anyways. But I will say this, one thing I tell everybody, you're going to get a 30-day supply. Drink it every single day for 30 days. Tell me you don't feel different, and I won't ever talk to you about Shakeology again. I don't give a shit if you order it. That's fine. It's totally okay. But it's just like when you get put on medicine, you have to take it every single day in order to feel the difference. You can't take it one day and then take it 4 days from then and then take it a week later, or just drink it for 3 days and then don't take it for the whole weekend. You have to constantly be providing your body those micronutrients in order for your skin and your body and everything to react to it. Does that make sense? Cool. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back to eating.
Okay, so the portion control. So this is something that, like, me personally, like Kelly was saying, like she thought the healthy was not eating a lot, right? And so for me personally, like I would not eat a lot all day, and then I would like binge eat certain meals, like way too big. And so when I heard about this, and like Kelly said, is somebody going to talk about those colored containers again? Because I don't know. Here they are. So they are really full proof. Okay, you guys, this is like so simple. So you know how like if you look up online about portion control and they're like measure a cup of this and measure a cup of that, and you're like, and then you have to clean your measuring cup a million times and yada yada yada. I leave these on my counter. This is for vegetables. Pack, dump, make a meal. Here's your protein. Pack, dump, make a meal. Here's your healthy fats. Okay, and it all corresponds with the food list, which I'll share my screen in a little bit. But this makes it so easy. Yuria.
I was just going to say, you don't have to stuff everything into those things, guys. So like they make it so simple that it almost looks cheesy, but it's just so, because it is so simple, but so many people just don't do it. And I like I said, I didn't unpack these for like 2 weeks when I got them, but like that blue container, man, I need more blue containers in my life because avocado is the shit.
Yeah, and there's going to be a point where you guys, you're going to get this. You're going to see where your portions are at, and you're going to learn from it. And there's going to be a point where you know how big this is. Now that you see it on your plate for like almost a month, you're going to know like how much veggies you're supposed to be eating, or how much of this you're supposed to be eating. This is to see where you're at in your life with your portions, and to really kind of like learn from that experience versus just like not knowing and like eating 5 of these in a day when maybe your body shouldn't be taking in 5 of these in a day.
Yes, I agree with that so much. Learning, that is what these things do. They are going to teach you where you're at with things. Basically, they're going to tell you, Brittany, you're eating way too many carbs. That's basically what you're going to learn. Or whoever, anybody. Like I learned, I was like, oh my God, I'm eating a carb with like every fucking meal, like a biscuit. I like have toast for breakfast, a biscuit with my lunch, and then I had tortilla chips, and then I also had a snack bar full of carbs. Like and I was just like, wow, like it blew my mind. And when I quit eating so much of the wrong food group and like balanced out my food groups throughout the day, like you're supposed to, all the inflammation in my body went away. My lower body, like my lower abs, that part where that pooch is, it leveled out with my upper body. Like that, it got rid of my cellulite, because I don't know if you know how like terrible, can I show them something really quick?
And I also want to say, while you're pulling that up, Kel, oh, did it work? There it goes.
Yeah. Don't close. I want to show you this picture of my body. The main difference that you're going to see in this picture is, you see like how my body is sitting here, and how much, this is a non-edited photo on the right. Neither one of these photos were edited. And you see how much smoother and how much more portioned out my body is, and how the fat just like melted off, and now you can start to see like the definition in my abs, and like it's just leaning me out and smoothing me out. That is from food. That comes from food. That does not come from going and doing a shit ton of cardio and doing just still eating crap all the time.
Correct.
Sorry.
So when you get the containers, you know, as Kelly showed you with the program materials, and I'm going to share my screen in a minute, but you also get this book, which is going to show you, like, it has all the food lists in here, and it has all the, I'm passing the food lists. It has all the food lists. It shows you how to get started, how to track your stuff and everything like that. So you can actually see where your portions are at. And it tells you like what foods are counted as what. It is complete. And if there's any changes to this, they update it obviously before they're going to ship it out to anybody else, but it's always updated in program materials, which I think is really important. But you also get this as well, so you're not confused by anything like that. Okay, I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to show you some food lists and stuff. All right, Kelly, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, let me move this over here. So first I'm gonna show you the food container list, and Kelly briefly showed this. Come on, open. All right, so the cool thing about this is it's in order from the foods that are gonna benefit you the most at the top of the like containers. And then as you go down the ones you should be eating, the less. Not to say you can't eat all of them. These are all good choices. But it has it in order so you know, like, what is, like, if you're going to be like, oh my God, what should I put on my grocery list for veggies and stuff? Like, asparagus is going to be better for you than the bottom, which is vegetable broth. Okay? So it tells you,
It doesn't make any sense to me, but do the healthy fat one. That one's a better example.
Yeah. So avocado is going to be your healthiest of fats versus queso fresca crumbled.
Which is basically cheese dip.
Which is basically like, you know, cheese dip and stuff like that. So it gives you the food list. And, you know, with every program and everything, you're going to have different food lists and different eating plans and stuff like that. So it gives you the food list and it shows you in a variety. And you even have your free focus groups and everything like this. But this is to show you where you're at in your nutrition. This isn't a scary thing. This isn't to freak you out. This is just to, like,
This is not
learn from. Yeah, this is not a diet. This is to learn from. Okay, something else that's really cool. Let me pull it up. Oh, wait. Why did my bar freak out like that? Okay. Let me pull up BOD, and I'm going to show you there is – oh, wait, no, I already downloaded it. I was ahead of the game. I forgot. Okay, so part of – what you get with BOD is called Fixate. So I know a lot of people, they're like, how do you eat healthier? How do you know, like, where do you get recipes from? And like, where do you do all this stuff? Not only do you get hooked up with the Beachbody blog, which shows you like a million recipes, but you literally get hooked up with a cooking show based on portion control. There is no way to like fail with like, what am I going to eat tonight? And then another cool thing that I want to show you is that Fixate cooking show. You can download the entire cookbook. You guys, the entire cookbook. I'm at the top. Here on. Let me go back to the top. Come on. Whoop. You can download the entire cookbook for the entire cooking show. And it updates. So you have no lack of like, what am I going to eat tonight? Because so many people feel like lost with food options and you don't have to like, and in our wellness tribe specifically, I already pulled it up. We have a folder and we started this recently, but like with food options. So like things people are actually seeing in the group, they're like, oh my God, that looks good. How did you make it? We have food options like here, you know, in the caption, we put how we made it, what it is in portion control. Kelly goes down and she's like, I placed it in the oven for 20 minutes and then I did this and I did that. And this is what it's in portion control for you guys. Like down here, I talk about spicy sweet potatoes all the time. Here's how I make
all the pictures.
Yeah, Kelly Skin's basically all the pictures. Here's the spicy sweet potato wedges and how I make them specifically and what, I mean, they're carb. So there's the yellow heart and we use the hearts to identify like what's what. Like here is a recipe from Fixate and I put the recipe in the thing so the girls don't even have to like go to the Fixate cooking book and everything like that. But here's one that I made and they can see it. So we have this as well in the group that we add to and we put, if, you know, people are like, oh my God, you know, how did you make that? We put it in the group and we tell you how we exactly did it. And let me actually show you, since I have the workouts pulled up, the actual cooking show is very cool. And their videos are, I passed it, didn't I? Where are you? There it is. The videos are very short. They're not like super, you're going to sit there and watch like somebody cook for a very long time. They're all under like about 10 minutes, as you can see. Like pork tenderloin with pumpkin spice apples. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. It even has the Containers 101 video. Even though you get this and you get the containers and you have us, there's even a container video. Like there's so much knowledge. It's crazy. Let's see, broccoli crust, breakfast pizza. Muffins for breakfast. And this is all based on correct portions for your body. And there's an equation because my portions are going to be different from Kelly's, are going to be different from yours. And there's an equation to help you determine what your portions are. And there's also an app where you can track containers. Like there's so much. It's really foolproof, really easy. You make it simple. A lot of people are like, I don't understand. And I just take and dump and make meals and I make it super easy for myself and I don't overthink it.
Will you click on the program materials and show them that you don't have to watch the videos? It's literally in a recipe book for you.
Oh, yeah. I already showed the cookbook. So like right here, whoops, sorry. You can
Well, the
literally
Fix8
download.
recipes are right there, and you can just download all of the Fix8 recipes.
You can literally download all of them, and then you can save it on your computer and highlight your favorites and try stuff out. It makes it super simple, super easy, and I learned so much from all of this. It's crazy. Like, I learned my body doesn't do well with lots of dairy or carbs. It makes me bloat, and when I got my portions in control with those, then I was able to play around with how much I could actually eat of that in my lifestyle. And so it's different for everybody. So next, we're going to talk to you. I'm going to let Kelly talk to you about like what's going to make this different. Hold on, let me get my stop share. There we go. What's going to make this different for you guys, right? From anything else you've tried. What makes this different, what we're talking about?
Stop share.
Yeah, didn't I?
Maybe.
Did you freeze or something? I stopped share.
Okay, there we go. It went back. All right, so now you've seen all the different things. Although I'll show you the workouts when we get done. I'll let everybody else log off the call and I'll show you the workouts in the back end. But now that you've seen all those programs, what is it that's going to make this different? Because let's be real. You can go out and you can buy a bunch of DVDs from Walmart and you can take them home and you can do a couple this week and you can do a couple next week. And you can not get any results and be like, this isn't going to work for me. You can go out and buy all the equipment in the world. You can buy all the DVDs. You can do all the YouTube videos in the world you want. But what is missing that's keeping you from getting the results? Why are you on this call? Why did you say yes that you wanted to know what we did? I'm going to tell you what makes a difference for me. Accountability. Having a place where I could go to separate what my goals were and the things that I wanted to do outside of my life. I wasn't going home and telling Ryan, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then I wouldn't do it, and then I would get mad. I'd be like, you're not helping me at all. You're wanting to cook all this awful food. It's because it wasn't, how do I put this? I guess it's more of, I have a place against this wellness group that we run where I can go, where I have like-minded individuals who are on the same path as me and are on the same wavelength, like right here with me about what's good for my body and where I'm supposed to be going and why I decided to do this. And they remind me of that every single day. And that's what keeps me going. Because if I didn't have this wellness group, like I remember when I first started, there were days where I would go up into the loft and do my workout and I'd be 12 minutes in and I would just stop. And I would fucking go in my group and I'd go live and I just talk about my day. And I would just talk about how shitty my day was, because this is not just about working out, guys. Number one, this is not about getting a six pack. This is not about just getting fit. This is about changing your mindset about why you feel like you don't love yourself the way you are. It's all about your mindset. It's about getting real with you where you're at and loving yourself just where you are. That's all that matters. That's what this is. And so Eden's going to show you a behind the scenes look of what it looks like in the wellness group. Is that what I'm supposed to do right now?
Yep. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, it really is kind of this simple actually. For me and Kelly, fitness plus nutrition plus support got us the results. Okay. That was the big game changer and factor in our lives. So, how it's helped me, and like Kelly just kind of went through, there's times where I like gone out to eat places and I wanted to make bad decisions. And I was like looking in the group beforehand and I was seeing what everybody else was eating. And I was like, no, I'm going to stay on track. Like these other girls can do it. I can do it. There's times where, my husband's has had a seizure and my day's been totally derailed. And I was like, not going to work out. And then I get in the group and I see everybody's motivation and that they're killing their workouts and their sweaty selfies. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do it because I made this decision in my life. And it's without this kind of support and community, there would have been many, many times that I would have given up and thrown it away. So this is our group. Our group is called You Are All You Need. Me and Kelly named it that because when we started our journey, we realized in ourselves, you are all you need. The decision you have to make to say yes, that's all you need to do this. And then, this journey is yours alone, but like nobody goes it alone. And if you don't surround yourself by the like same mindset and same people who have like same kind of goals, it's hard, So we do in our wellness group, as you can see right here, we have challenges every month where our girls can win prizes. And right here, I'm going to kind of pull it up. Did it work? Right here is what we have going on this month specifically. We're having daily check-ins. We're doing something different, and we always switch it up and keep it interesting. So this wasn't last month. We didn't do the same thing, but we have little daily check-ins. So like Monday, we're doing our goals. Tuesdays, we're doing our workout takeaways. Wednesdays, we're doing our favorite meals. Thursdays, we're doing like how much water are you drinking in your day? Thursday, we're doing Flex Friday. Let's show off our bods. Let's be proud of ourselves. Sweaty selfies, and we're doing self-care Sundays, and this is the prize you can win this month in our wellness group, and it's really cool. It's actually for, what's the group's name, Kels?
To Write Love on Your Arms.
Write Love on Her.
A big part of my story, if you guys don't know, is that when I first started this, I got sober, and I struggle with depression and anxiety a lot, and it's something I coped with by drinking all the time and basically destroying every relationship in my life, moving across the country and thinking that was going to fix it, and then I made the same mess here. So when I started this, one of the things you're going to learn about accountability is when you become accountable in one aspect of your life, it's going to touch every other aspect of your life. Like, it's when you start showing up every single day to do the one thing that you said you were going to do, the workout, like you're like, I'm going to do this for 21 days. What happens is you're like, if I can show up every single day for my workout, I can show up every single day for my relationship. I can show up in a small way every single day and make this aspect of my life better. That's what you learn through accountability. And then I decided to become a coach, and I decided that if I was going to help other people, that I needed to be the best version of myself. So I got sober. And this company, To Write Love on Her Arms, is a nonprofit organization that helps with suicide awareness, depression, anxiety, and addiction. So it's fun. It's a fun way for us to give back and to help people, because it's not about selling you guys something. It's not about getting your money. It's not about like all of these other things. It's about helping you. It's about showing you that you can love yourself and that you can reach the better version of yourself. And that's why we do it. So we like to give things back to people and like reward them for showing up and like doing good, like doing whatever it is that you want to do, you know?
Mm-hmm. And this is our prize for this month, is the sweatshirt down here. And, you know, we've given away Lululemon leggings. We've given away our favorite plant-based pre-workout. We've given away, what else have we given away?
Yeah, we switched it up a little bit. We gave away we were going to do Nikes at some point, but tax has kicked me in the butt. So we're going to have to wait on the Nikes for like a couple months. That'll be like Christmas next year. We'll give away a pair of Nikes.
But, you know, we switch it up every month. It's not the same. You know, when we did a yoga challenge one month. And for, you know, that, you know, the ladies were doing daily yoga poses and posting.
And we always like reach out to the group, like what would be something that we like ask questions. We let you guys participate. Like, it's just one of the things that we do, because it's like, okay, what would incentivize you? You want pre-workout? Do you want workout equipment? Do you want workout gear? Do you want just a pretty shirt, bath bomb, candle? I gave away some artwork that I made, handmade a while back. If you've ever seen any of the flower and poem things that I make, I gave a couple of those away.
Yeah. So I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to kind of show you how it operates, how like what a lot is going on currently in our group. So, you know, there's accountability. Like, she wasn't in the mood for the workout, but felt awesome afterwards. You know, she's getting in here. She's patting herself on the back that, yeah, I freaking did it and what I need to work on. And I want to talk to you guys about this. Okay. Here's one, you know, she's talking about her upcoming goals, and Kelly's here. And this is why it's important to utilize this, because you can get advice from your coaches and you can get advice from other people on your journeys. You know, Kelly's supporting her, telling her to remember that, you know, beer is a carb, and that, you know, bulletproof, like about the bulletproof diet and like what categories things fall into and stuff like that. Here's one of our girls, Lou, flexing on Flexi Friday. Get it, Lou. And hold on. Happy Friday. Sorry, I got distracted. So like, here's Lou doing Flexi Friday. Here's our poll topic. So like Kelly just said, we take polls. What do you guys want us to cover? Like in a video to help you guys recently? Like, what are you guys struggling with? Top tips to stay consistent was the number one thing. How we overcame giving up certain food items in our diet, food hauls on a budget, stuff like that. here's one, and I'm gonna let Kelly kind of touch base on this. With her girl Ashley, she had a conversation. Like you can see, whoop, nope, didn't want to do that. Now it's gonna load.
Well, how about we just do this? All right. So basically, Ashley, whenever she first started with me, she's like the perfect challenger. She started with 21 Day Fix. She was ready to make a change. She started with 21 Day Fix and started out on Portion Plan B. She wanted to lose 50 pounds at least, if not more. And so I was like, okay, so we're going to start here, get your muscles used to like getting back into the moves, doing the workouts, because you can't just go into like a cardio program if you don't know how to engage your muscles throughout your body. Otherwise, you're just going to hurt yourself. You're going to be doing a jumping jack and not engaging your core, and you're going to hurt your knees and you're going to hurt your feet. So it's very important to start where you are. And so many people are scared to start at the bottom because they just don't ever start at all. And that's one of the biggest problems. They don't want to acknowledge where they are with things, so they just don't start. But with this, we started her on 21 Day Fix and Portion Plan B. So recently she completed that 2 times through. So she did 6 weeks of 21 Day Fix, and then I bumped her up to T25. So that was a cardio-based program that's 25 minutes of high-intensity cardio, and I bumped her down an eating plan. So we're going to go into Portion Plan A, which is going to take away one of your carb containers, and it's going to take away one of your fruit containers, so that your body is going to notice you're eating less, and it's going to be burning more. So we're really going to like utilize that fat burning. She posted today that she has been so freaking hungry, and she made a mistake. She ate a candy bar. She ate a half a candy bar because all of her stuff was she was out of containers and she didn't know what else to do. She just posted the other day that she ate a Debbie cake. So I had to get real with her. I was like, look, I think it's a combination of the 3 things. You're doing more high intensity workouts and you bumped down your food group. Your body is not used to doing all that high intensity stuff. So basically we have to just get it. It's just doing what it's naturally programmed to do. It's like, it's using all of that food now because you're doing more high intensity stuff. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. And I gave her some suggestions on like what to do as far as like the food hits you more. I don't even know what I said. All right. So having 2 shakes instead of 1. And I basically, if you scroll all the way down to the very last comment, all the way down. Protein cake balls, I gave her an idea about that. But basically, nope. To where it says also making yourself smaller meals right there. The 7 replies.
This?
7 replies. There you go. So we looked at some more supplements, and basically we're going to switch up her routine. And after she does her workouts in the morning, she's going to have a Recover Shake, which is a different supplement that Beachbody makes that helps your muscles recover. And she's going to move one of her fruit containers to that. And then at the end of the night, she's going to have her shake. Or during the day when she's hungry, she's going to have her shake with water. And one of the things I had to make sure I told her was, look, this is a tough conversation that I had to have with my coach too. If you can't get behind drinking the shake with just water, because it is meant to be blended, but I did tell her, I was like, look, you got to get past doing something that just tastes good. Get past making taste the only thing that matters. You have to put something good in your body. And so she's going to do that. So she's just going to have this shake then. And that's kind of, blah, blah, blah. Basically how we interact with people.
This is on your time. Not everybody can pick up the phone and have an hour-long conversation about this, but they were able to work it out and get support. And there was a point where Lou was tagged and she posted her recipe for her protein balls in there. And that's how it works. It makes it super easy to have it virtual. And that doesn't mean we don't do one-on-ones, because we totally do. And we'll get into that. But, there's food accountability. So here's Ashley showing what she ate for dinner. This is Monday. So what are your goals for the week? And all the girls putting down their goals, what they really want to work out. Me is water. My water intake fell down this week. So Kelly's not going to stress on the small stuff, and she's going to really stay good on her grocery shopping. Here's some before and afters, and you know why it's a private group, and that like
That's
people
only
get
14
in.
days, by the way.
Yeah, this is only 14 days. This is our girl Lisa. I mean, this is a reason why it's a private group. You know, women want to share sensitive photos, and really this is a community where you can feel comfortable to share things that are going on in your life. And so here's Lisa after 14 days, like Kelly was saying. You know, there's people who get in here and go live, and she's checking in with her snacks. And this is about, and we had a live goal setting session where she was talking about eating snacks in the car and how she could improve on it.
Uh-oh, what happened? Can y'all still hear me? Did Eden pause for you guys too? I don't know how to like unshare her screen.
Device back.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, I'm back. Okay, I was like, uh-oh, I froze. I think it's me sharing my screen, so I might have to stop in a minute. But here is our girl Julian. She's showing a full accountability on her meals for the day. You know, it's not all about just doing these Beachbody workouts. People go out and they take classes. That's still movement. That's still staying accountable. Here's our girl Wallace taking like a CrossFit class that she wanted to go do.
Yeah,
sweaty selfies.
We've definitely been on here for an hour, so let's just scroll through this really quick.
Yeah. You know, celebrating birthdays, self-care, food, and we do, where's the live videos? There's Kelly in the snow. And like, here's a live video, you know, where we go in depth for like 20 minutes about consistency, even through hard times in your life. So let me stop my share. And we're going to talk about the coaching I'm going to let Kelly talk about the coaching and one-on-one.
All right, so you've seen the workouts, you've seen the nutrition, you've seen the group where it all comes together. You do get something else. When we first sign up, once you get your package in the mail, which comes with your shake, your protein, your portion control containers, your first 30 days of the shakes, and that's it. You get access to BOD immediately when you sign up. But once you get your package, what we do is we set up a one-on-one goal setting session with you, which basically we go through your first 30 days. So one thing you're going to want to know about this is there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get to day 29 and you say, this fucking sucks, I don't want to do it, you can send everything back for a completely full refund, and we will still leave you in the group. I don't pull people out of the group. I'm not like a bad teacher, like smack people in the hand kind of person. So the thing is you're zero set up to fail. There's no reason not to try it. So the one-on-one goal setting sessions, we go through your first 30 days, what your goals are, and then we set up your action steps for the week. This is what you okay, so you want to lose 10 pounds in 21 days, in 30 days. I wouldn't say 21 days. I would say 7 to 8 pounds is healthy for the first 21 days because you're going to be doing something different and your body's going to swell because you're tearing muscles. But if that's your goal, then we're going to break that down into action items. What is it that you have to make a non-negotiable every day in order to reach that goal? You have to do your workouts and you have to do your food correctly. So what are you going to do every single day? You're going to make sure you're tracking your containers, and you're going to make sure you're drinking your shake every single day, and we're probably going to replace one of your meals. If your goal is to lose a lot of weight, we're going to replace a meal with one of the shakes instead of just using it as a supplement. People who aren't worried about losing weight, I just tell them, don't include it in your containers and just drink it as an extra, because you're just giving yourself, it's basically like taking vitamins, and it's 170 calories is how many calories is in the shake, if you were just curious. But they're good calories. But yeah, so basically we have the one-on-one goal setting session, and then we also have a live goal setting session every month, just like this, where everybody in the group can pop on and we go through people's goals. So people can like communicate with each other what's working for them, what's not working for them, and everybody has their own advice. So it's like having like 20 coaches on one call, basically. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Do either of you guys have any questions? No?
We did a good job covering everything.
Yeah, I was about to say we did a pretty good job covering. I said we were only going to do 30-minute call, and it's been a freaking hour again. But
I mean, there's so much, and we didn't even like. There's so much more like that I can sit here and think about.
Yeah, there really is, and I mean, we could talk. Both of you guys know. I'm pretty sure I've told you how much. Normally, it's $160 is how much it costs when you originally sign up, but that's $160 for the entire year. So this month for February only, I'm recording this, so I have to say the date, but for February only, it is $150 because they did a $10 discount that I found somewhere. I don't even remember where I found it. But so it's $150 to get started, and that's it. And then in a year, if you're still wanting to keep the workouts, it's just $99 a year. Nothing monthly, gets auto drafted out. They do set you up originally on Shakeology for Home Direct, but in your welcome email, there's a little button that you can click from me and Eden that allows you to turn that off so that if you ever want to order it again, you can just order it. So yeah, That's it. Is there any questions about that as far as that goes? Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, hopefully we didn't complicate anything, but you guys, there's seriously so much, and everybody who's watching this recording, there's seriously so much, and this just sets you up for success, you guys. I mean, like, I've never been successful with losing weight or trying to get my health and fitness underway.
All right, cool. I'm going to end the recording.